We're looking at two books today, two books published in the 19th century, within 5 years of each other at the mid-century point. Both of them written by women, both of them having a very profound effect upon their publication. The first book was written in 1848 by Elizabeth Gaskell, called Mary Barton. And Gaskell traces Mary Barton's life in the dirty old manufacturing town of Manchester. And she follows her home life, she follows her love life, her romantic rivals. She looks at the conditions and this is what she's known for, by the way. She looks at the conditions of Mary's life, which are wretchedly poor. This is the wretched poorness and the appalling conditions of the poor in Manchester were vividly described in Mary Barton. She doesn't keep this up all through the book, but once she establishes it, it's hard to forget. And there is a court scene here. There is a mysterious murder. There is a sort of an adventure along those lines. And this is quite well done. But when you put the book down, what resonates most with you is the conditions of the working poor in Manchester. And this had, this echoed all through not only England, Scotland, Ireland, but America as well. The conditions were likewise similar. Gaskell has followed up with this with other novels that describe the same thing. She and Dickens, among others, of course, were appalled once they made the acquaintance of conditions, or knew them intimately anyway. They were bound to set them out and put them before the public. And this book, Mary Barton by Elizabeth Gaskell, does a good job of that. The second book we're looking at is one by Charlotte Young, published in 1853, called The Heir of Redclyffe. Now, this is about as far away from Mary Barton as you can get. And interesting for that reason, because The Heir of Redclyffe follows the heir of Redclyffe, a young man who's come into his fortune, and he is the object of envy, and there are several characters who try to undermine him, doubt his resilience or his honor, all very important. And through the narration, we come to see that this young man, the heir of Redclyffe, is an honorable young man, one who will do his duty, one who will do what's expected of him. And the reason why this contrasts so wonderfully well with Mary Barton is many officers going to the Crimean War took this book along with them. This is the book they wanted to read. And when you think of it, it's an idealized version of English society. There's no hint of, or very little hint of, Mary Barton's life in this. Very little hint. The problems are all as far away from Mary's problems as can be. And this is the sort of thing, if you wanted to remember something laudable about your home, of course you would bring a book like this with you to war. You would not bring something like Mary Barton and have that be your last memory, perhaps. So this is an interesting. Charlotte Young is a good writer, and she does a good job of this. It's she some of the action, some of the rationale may be a little bit, well, exclusive. And once you get used to the conventions, though, it moves along quite well, and you can follow it you can follow it as easily as Mary Barton. And for this reason, when you have two books that are, at other ends of the spectrum, published 5 years apart in mid-century, 19th century in England, describing two totally different worlds, it is, as has been said in Canada between the French and the English, two solitudes. And this is exactly what we see in England, dividing England and dividing Scotland, Ireland, and America for the better part of that century.